I never honestly knew very much about autism until my son was diagnosed. And I read these stories in my support group, and these moms are hurting, these dads are hurting, the families are hurting, and they're crying out for help.
When we first brought Zephaniah home, I realized very quickly I was in over my head because I was not prepared for the intensity of a child who was very inconsolable. It was very, very difficult, the emotional things I went through, because I felt up till that time like I was like super mom, and I had 3 other children that were just sweet kids, but this child looked at me as if I was a scary monster, and he couldn't connect with me and I couldn't connect with him, and I felt so much guilt. I felt like I'm the worst adoptive or any type of mother on the planet, and I really felt tested and I really felt pushed to my limit.
And we were doing what we could financially, but he was still not speaking. He only says 1 syllable. So I wanted somebody to give me the professional help and opinion, and to test my son and see what he was lacking and why he was having so much difficulty getting words out. And I know there's something that's blocking his brain. I don't know what it is.
Our children are supposed to be our hope and our future. And these kids, these children that are being diagnosed with autism, they need help to get to that point and to become the best that they can, and to start speaking. These families want their child to speak to them and to communicate, and they need help to do that, and that takes money.
Financially, it's been almost impossible to buy him everything that she has wanted for him, and the things that he needs, obviously, all the different types of therapies and speech therapy and all those things we just can't afford.
That's where we need the help, because it does add up, and there's so much more than we could have ever expected from this journey. Just as any parent who has a child within, they're not expecting to have to go through these things, but it happens, and these are just things that he came with, and we need to just get him this help.
I'm waiting to hear him tell his mom, that he loves her. And actually, the funniest things that have crossed my mind is that I'm waiting to hear my son tell me, "Hey, Dad, why'd you get mad at me for this? How come you didn't let me play with this?" Or, how come I couldn't go outside by myself when the other kids got to go outside? I wanted him to tell me these things, So those are the things that I'm waiting for. Sorry.
Because we've experienced this journey with Ethan, and we know the need that's out there, and we've actually met the moms. We see the photos of these kids, we see the videos, and we hear the cry. We can't be silent. We can't just sit back and just say, "Oh, our son's doing great, so let's just move on." That's not okay with us. So we have this event coming up. We decided to do a fundraiser for these families. We're doing an Autism Gala. It's going to be Saturday, April 25th. And so that night, we're going to be giving away 2 grants to 2 families in need. And we've chosen our families from our support group. I have a support group called Autism, a mother support group. And it has exploded. We have 21,000 moms, and they're all asking for help. But we've chosen 2, and I really believe that these 2 families are amazing. They're amazing, and they really have done everything they can for their kids, and they just need a little push in the right direction. One of our families really needs to see a doctor, an autism specialist, and the other family needs some other medical coverage that their insurance does not cover. We want to cover therapies. We have a big vision. We want to do a lot for these families, and it's going to be an amazing event. It's going to be a sit-down dinner. We're going to have a comedian. We have an amazing band coming out, kind of a time of dancing for the families, and We're just putting on a special night to show these parents that they are not forgotten, that, you know, God has seen their tears, we've seen their tears, and that we want to help them. So that night, our Autism Gala, it's going to be in San Bernardino at
the Arrowhead Country Club. And we're inviting, there's going to be a lot of businesses there that are sponsoring the event, plus there's going to be a lot of parents of autistic kids that we're going to invite, and they're not going to have to pay for their tickets. We're going to invite them for free to give them a night out.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these parents can't get away, and if they could get away, they can't afford to go have a nice dinner and show and go dancing and have a good time out. So we'd like to invite you guys out Saturday, April 25th at the Arrowhead Country Club. We're going to have a great time. We'd love to see you there. Check us out on Facebook or at our website.
We want to finish the race. We want to finish the race. We want to really help him heal and be the little boy that we know he is.